The great Rav Elya Lopian, who was a Rosh Yeshiva in London, a WW3 yeshiva, said that when Rav Elchanan Wasserman once visited London, he said over in the name of the Chafetz Chaim that there will be 3 wars of Gog and Magog. He said this in 1918. He said that what had just happened, that First World War, was the first war of Gog and Magog, the first of the 3. He then said the second one would take place in 25 years' time and will make the first one look like child's play. The great Rabbi Zalman Meltzer, who later became a Rosh Yeshiva in Israel, heard these comments of the Chafetz Chaim and went into the Chafetz Chaim and asked him, Rabbi, what do you mean? What do you mean? The Chafetz Chaim said exactly that. The second one will be even worse than the first one. And then, because of that, Rabbi Zalman came and lived in Israel straight afterwards, and he fled from Europe and came to live in Jerusalem. The third one, said the Chafetz Chaim, would be an Eis Tzor LeYaakov, a time of great difficulty and stress for the Jewish people. Not necessarily war, but he said a time of great stress. Umimenu Ivoshea, but from there they will be saved. The Chafetz Chaim said there will be definitely a salvation from the time of difficulty in the third war, whatever it meant, but it's a time of great stress. Rav Elchanan Wasserman made a comment on what the Chafetz Chaim said, and he said as follows: Rak ha-maskil, only a thinking, discerning person, Ba'is Hazos at this time, Yidoi, keep quiet, you don't understand what's happening. Yitkoinen and prepare. Ulai Yira b'Nachama Tzion Yerushalayim. Maybe he will be privileged to see the comfort of Zion and come back in the time of the building of Beis HaMikdash. The meaning of a maskil means someone who thinks, who doesn't just take the news as it is and turns over to the next station, but he thinks what's happening in the war, he sees the circumstances, what's going on, the troubles in the war, the troubles in Israel, the troubles of anti-Semitism, which arises. He's a thinking person, but a person has to prepare quietly and silently and think to himself, I must prepare myself with my Torah, with my mitzvahs, with my prayer, with my acts of charity and the kindness which I do. I have to prepare myself. And only such a person is called a maskil, a discerning person. And therefore, we have a message and a mission which is coming from Rav Elchanan. In order to prepare ourselves for the days of Mashiach, we must make sure that we are silently prepared. One doesn't understand what's happening, all the difficulties and the problems in the culture, and children who have lost their way, and people who are sick, and different problems which take place in the Jewish people. At such a time, we must prepare our Torah. Our Torah must be genuine, our prayer must be sincere, our kindness must be with a clear heart, with a good heart. We have to prepare ourselves. Such a person will be privileged to see in the times of Mashiach.